What I think about 54, I think it's interesting. Have you guys seen the do you guys know how like a bunch of Pokemon got cut from Sword and Shield? Have you guys seen the Pokerap without all the cut Pokemon from Kanto? It's so good. It almost makes up for so many Pokemon being cut. If you guys haven't seen it, go look up like okay, yeah, Vol's just linking it. Yeah, go watch that video, it's the best. Yeah, the Charmeleon at the end is so good. Oh wait, did he keep using Charmander clips in between the Pokemon sections? I didn't even notice that. That's a great attention to detail. Yeah, I didn't really even pay attention to the mid-section clips. Oh my god, this runs so bad. I think I'm gonna do Shadow Temple and then reset. Dude, the Water Starter Final Evo is so bad. I think it's my least favorite Pokemon design ever. It might actually be the single worst. Anyway. Okay, I said I was gonna show off the Zelda's Letter thing. No, I'm not ending the stream. Okay, let me show off the Zelda's Letter thing that everyone's been talking about. Okay, so right now I have a chest with Zelda's Letter in it right in front of me. There should be Zelda's Letter, let me just double check. And so there's this thing everyone's been talking about on Twitter about this new glitch where you could use the new glitch SRM to put Zelda's Letter in a chest and then use Zelda's Letter combined with GIM, and you can get any item based on control stick angle. So I have GIM set up already. If I just go in the water, I'll just get some item. Well, it's just Equinox because I didn't set up anything yet. So I have Zelda's Letter in front of the chest now, and so first of all, this is only theoretical right now. There is no actual way to do this. There's nothing, the only thing stopping this from being possible is just finding the right place to do it. Like, everything works out theoretically, we just need to find a way to actually, we need to find the right place to actually make a Zelda's Letter chest appear, and do it in a place that also has water so we can do GIM. But, if we can do it, if we can use SRM to make a chest to have Zelda's Letter in it, and we can do it in an area with GIM possible, then we can do this, where I go in front of the Zelda's Letter chest, and I go in the water, and I just press up, and I get an item. And what was that item? So I have everything cleared in my inventory, so it was Mirror Shield. And so this time I'll just do this. And this was a different item. And what is it this time? It's Fire Medallion. And let's try it again. And this time it's Keaton Mask, which does not quite look like a Keaton Mask, and is also in the wrong spot. Let's try some more. Put it on. It wasn't actually... Oh, that crashed the game. Whatever that item was a crash item. The different items is based on your angle. So enter the water at different angles and you'll get different items. It's a special property of Zelda's Letter, GIM specifically. If you go in front of a Zelda's Letter chest and then go in the water to do GIM, then you will get items based on your angle. Alright, let's mess with this more. There was Sapphire. Interesting. Okay, that was... It looks like nothing, but that was probably some kind of like map. Something related to the map. There's probably some map data somewhere that got changed. Maybe some keys somewhere. I don't know, I'm not gonna bother looking. Oh man, Requiem, that would be so good. Do a setup and get the same item twice? Okay, yeah, let me just... Here, I'll do this. I'll line up with the chest and just side hop in the water. Jiro. Yeah, so here's a setup to get the same item every time. How about line it up with a chest and one ESS turn? Eye drops, that's pretty nice. Big key. I have a feeling this is gonna crash if I equip it, but you'd all be upset with me if I didn't do this. And I would be too. Okay, and what is this? It's Ocarina. Okay, let me actually check what value that is. I can actually check the item value. So this is item value 254, I guess? Yeah, we can do so much with this. If we can get it to work. What's that? Stone of Agony. Will this crash? Yes. Okay, well I think that's enough messing around with that. But yeah, either way, the point is, if we can get that glitch to work, if we can SRM a chest with Zelda's letter in it, and we can do it in an area where we can also do GIM, then we open up a gigantic pool of items that we can now get. But it is not possible yet, it is only theoretical now. It does not change anything yet. Still need to actually find it. Play the Majora's Mask. No. No one's running 100% with debug menu. A few people were starting to run it when it was first found, but then everyone got sick of Wii U, and so no one is running it now. I don't really have a favorite version of OOT to play on. Each version has its positives and negatives. GameCube has the cool red B button and extra duping. VC has, you know, fast loads, low lag. Deku Stick is adult stuff. N64 has the original. Best controls. 1.0 exclusive glitches. So they've all got their unique stuff. Wii U has lag. Yeah, maybe not Wii U. The N64 controls are the best only because they messed up the controls in all on GameCube and VC and Wii U VC. The controls on all those versions are just poorly mapped, which is why we need ESS adapters. How many hours have I dedicated to Ocarina of Time? At least 7. I don't know, a very large amount. No, I didn't start speedrunning MM before OOT. I always did OOT before MM. There was a time where I went to MM for about a year and then went back to OOT. Why? Because I realized that OOT was a better game. Well, I mean, I knew OOT was a better game, but MM, I see, the thing about MM is I really enjoyed speedrunning MM. I don't want to make it sound like I didn't enjoy MM. I think MM is a great speed game. It was then and it is now, if you're not on Wii U. But First Cycle sucks so much, dude. First Cycle is a big reason why I stopped. There's also a lot of little differences that I just like more about OOT. Like, one thing that really sucks in MM is that setups in MM kind of suck, because MM is a lot more limited setup-wise. Because, like, side hops and backflips can actually vary in distance based on how long you hold the control stick angle for, and there's no side rolls out of like side hops and backflips in MM. And so in general, like, if you guys watch MM speedruns, you've probably seen people do setups and then the setups fail, because that's kind of the nature of MM. And there's little things like that, and movement. I feel like movement in general is just smoother in OOT than MM. Yeah, there's just lots of little things I like more about OOT, and also, this isn't really as big of an issue now. Well, it kind of is an issue. Okay, so one thing that I hated back when I ran MM was that MM was so bad to practice, and this was before GZ, so like I'm comparing vanilla OOT practice to vanilla MM practice. And vanilla OOT practice, even as bad as it is still leagues better than vanilla MM practice. Because if you want to practice MM on Japanese, you need to always start from the beginning of a cycle. So like, if I wanted to practice Stone Tower, I start a file from the beginning of a cycle, go get the rupees to buy bombs and bomb shoes, warp to Stone Tower, and then do Stone Tower. And that's just a huge pain, where in OOT I can just start from a dungeon at least. And obviously that's not as much of an issue now, because OOT has GZ and MM has the practice codes. But then even comparing those, like, OOT's GZ is so much better than MM's practice codes. There's a lot of little things I like more about OOT than MM, and while I like MM a lot, there's a lot of things I do like about MM. I swear that, like MM is still my second favorite game ever. Like, it's not that I hate it. It's just that I find it hard to find things about MM that I like more than OOT. Aside from, like, arguably the dungeons. At least Great Bay and Stone Tower. Great Bay and Stone Tower are like top tier dungeons. How do I beat chess minigame? What chess minigame? Imagine playing minigames for heart pieces. What kind of loser gets heart pieces from minigames? I get my heart pieces like a real man from a frozen screen. You don't get heart pieces because you want to die. Good strat. I'm not a boomer. I kinda am. I'm an OT boomer. It's not the literal definition of boomer, it's the meme definition, which is just old guy. Grandpa. Show the flying upside down Tektite. Man, that's a boomer glitch. That's really old. But sure, I can show that off later. Every time, dude. I need to like pay attention when I enter the bazaar and like think beforehand what item I need to buy. What am I doing? Okay, I made a big mistake. Bet you've never seen that strat. That was probably the stupidest backup I've ever had to do. No, that doesn't get to be considered clutch. I shouldn't have put myself in that situation in the first place. That's another first. Today's been a very strange day of runs. Very strange things have been happening. Dude, this is so hard to control. My thumb is slipping off the control stick. I don't know how much longer I can go. I'm gonna try to go to Grota Valley. Oh, no! So close. Dude, that's hard without pressing Z. Show something cool. Okay, there is one thing I was gonna show off. I mentioned earlier. There's an interesting little thing I found last night that I'll show off. Okay, well, the thing that was found was that when you do a jump slash and something freezes your jump slash, like right at the end of your jump slash, or like right there, then the jump slash hitbox actually starts extending backwards, and it can be used to kill both of these Gibdos in this room at the same time. Nothing would work there. I think I can show it off easier in a different area. Yeah, this should be much easier to show off. See how that grass just got cut? That's the sword hitbox starting to extend backwards. So like watch the red, see the red hitbox, see how it was starting to extend backwards? You could see it for like a frame there. Look at that. Look at that hitbox. What a beautiful hitbox. No, it doesn't eventually crash the game. I think, apparently it has like a certain limit, like eventually it'll stop. I'm not sure how that works though. Oh yeah, I was gonna show upside down Tektite. Okay, hold on. Okay, this one is an old boy trick. Okay, this should work. There he goes. Off to his home planet. The hitbox stays. He's still invincible. Nice. Okay, anyway, I think that's it, guys. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. But that is it for today. Bye-bye. Gonna go try to raid.